Hello folks, and I hope you're having a good end of the day or Christmas day. We're going to see what's on the other side of that. It's something special. And what's on the other side of that? Get to the dough here. So, first on up is something old, and I bought this on a whim. I chucked a few quid out on it. It's on this original bracelet. How about that? Ingersoll, if it'll focus, come on you stupid bloody thing, there we go. Ingersoll 17 jewel, possibly 1950s, could be 1960s. It's keeping beautiful time. Now, when I got this, it was there was nothing happening with it, absolutely nothing. So I sat there and I was just gently against my hand like that. I was just kept tapping it, different way, tap, 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 And then I noticed that the second hand was responding by going forward 1 or 2 seconds. So I just kept on doing it. I was watching a film last night when I was just gently tapping away, tap, 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 tap. Nothing hard or jarring or anything. And in 1 second, a couple of seconds, came 5 seconds, then it was stop, tap, 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 15 seconds, half a minute, and then it went its full minute. And from there, it just hasn't stopped since. It's got about 30 hours on the wind. I let it wind down because that was one of the things that was wrong with it anyway, because it was overwound, and I just let it have good wind down. I just gently gave it a bit a bit more wind on it, and if you look at that, 17, spot on, absolutely spot on. How about that? I watched from the 50s or the 60s. It's very elegant, and I don't really like small watches that much, but I do like this. There we go. It's lovely, isn't it? It's responded to a nice go with a Hagerty cloth. There is a little bit of mark on the dial, between the 9 and the 10. But I mean, look how old this thing is. And yet it is keeping flawless time, absolutely flawless time. And I love that red pointer at the end of the night. And look how close to the edge the pointer is. Ingersoll 17 dual side lever, shockproof interblock, and it's original clean bracelet. You just can't fault it. So we're still going to be in the folds of the old. Oh, and another thing as well, if you put it on your wrist, if it's very sluggish, put it on your wrist, because the warmth of your wrist will actually help the oil to flow a bit. So for 2 years now, I have been trying my bloody best to get hold of a jump hour watch. Right. I'm just going to put a bit of a wind on it. It's a bit slow, because jump hour watches are highly sought after. Decent ones are, Now this one cost me £12 from bloke in Liverpool. He probably didn't know what he had. It was done fairly on a bid, so it wasn't like I'd tricking people or anything. Right, I'll just let that. 1970s Trafalgar digital, aka a jump hour. The only thing wrong with it, as you can see, is next door to the minute wheel. The minute wheel has actually eroded away at the gold paint of the reverse of the crystal. Look at that. I haven't even had to go with the Hagerty cloth yet. I don't, this is what it's like. It doesn't have seconds, unfortunately. I think that is like, you know, that is very, very charming. And you know, jump hours are worth a lot of money. I mean, you know, every single jump hour I've tried to get hold of, whether it's Sakura or, you know, they've always gone up to about 60, 70 quid. So, you know, I got this one. If I can get it. I don't like the strap. The strap needs to be done. I think I'm going to get something better for it than that. There we go. It's a generic time. There's no seconds on it. Like, you know, I mean, you're not expecting to see seconds on it. I mean, Sakuras have like second hand, so do a lot of others, but this is Trafalgar. Oh, I think that's very pleasant. You know, I've been after one. Nice contrast shot, like there we go. You can see it. The trouble is with the glass, like, you know, with the paint coming off behind the minute wheel, it makes it a bit more harder to see what the actual time is. But I don't care because it's mine. So there you go. Right, we'll go to the up view and we'll talk some more. Right, here we go. Go to a shot of the jump out. Look at that. Done that. Look at the dogs, eh? I mean, that is the dog's danglies. I mean, I've got modern jump hours, but they're not quite the same, are they? Look, this is a mechanical one. You know, it winds up. We get a keeper sorted out there. I don't like, this isn't its original strap. I thought it was, but it isn't. But I'm going to do something better than. I mean, this is just like a standard chocolate brown leather thingy. I mean, I could put a. I mean, I could put it on a bracelet. You know what I'm like on bracelets, but I mean, I've got this bracelet here. Like, you know, being the gold and the silver would actually probably look. That's a thought. Yeah, no, I don't think so. That's going on the Accurist. What's going on with that? I've spoken to Accurist about that. I've asked them for some help in finding out about the pushers. So that, you know, that's all that's been put back together now. Like everything else is going well. Let's put this one. This one's going to go into the box next to the gold Avia. Right, I'm very pleased with that. I mean, I'm not going to wear it too much without re-lubricating the other side. I've done the top side, but I can't get to the box side without taking the dial off. So that's going to be, you know. I was up in an iron about getting the second one of these, like, you know, which I did, right, and it was a toss up between this or the Slava Tank Auto. Well, the seller came up for me today, like he offered me this one with this foresty green sort of Slava Tank Auto dial, right, same bracelet, but it's a different case type and different dial, right, and he says, look, you can have it $15, right, and a bit of postage. Like, you know, it was like, buy it now, whoosh. And I've got a second one of these coming. Pulsar V601. I've got the Seiko 8M25 version of it, which is the gold, and the really like the pushers are like really fancy sticking out pushers. You know, it's got like a little like ship's wheel for like all the functions. You know, now I can tell you this, that these 8M25s, I mean, even broken ones go for an absolute fortune, but this is a Pulsar version of it, so I reckon that was gone through. I mean, I love this. This is brilliant. Like, you know, it does what it says on the tin. The only, oh yeah, that was the thing that's wrong with this. It hasn't got like its magic pusher on it, crown on it, which I've got to find. I'm actually looking at the wrong one anyway, like. So, no, I'm looking at it. It's the 601. What am I talking about? Yeah, that is the 601. So there should be somewhere on the crown. There should be a little black line of plastic. Ah, there he is. He's right at the back. Is he? Or is he? Oh well. No, that is the 601. well, whatever it is, like, you know, it's the Pulsar, but it's the Seiko AM25 is the Seiko version of this, but they did a Pulsar version. I reckon that was a cock up at the factory. So I'm going to speak to my nice lady I speak to at Seiko Pulsar, say, hey, was there any cock ups in the factory? You know, so there you go. We're all up to date with what's going on, like, you know. So I'm not buying it. I mean, I'm not buying any more pieces at this time, this side of Christmas. So you know, I'm going to end up buttoning. Just giving me a. I don't know if you can hear that. Right. I let it run down. It took 3 days to run down from a good tick to a 2-second tick. So you know. Yeah, a lot of all these people like saying, hey, like, you know, because obviously I've got a kinetic now. They say, oh yeah, put a lithium battery. The lady at Pulsar, she looked it up for me and she said, don't worry, Ian. Right? She said, it's already got one bin. We put into these particular YT57s with the Lumify, they put a lithium battery in as standard. They didn't actually put in a capacitor, they put a lithium in it. And that is why this is such a good watch. So that saved me £14, didn't it? Oh, that's beautiful. That kinetic, brilliant watch. I love it. I love all of it, like, you know. So other than that, like, I have. Oh yeah, this turned up. And where's the other one? I haven't shown this yet, have I? Oh, silly me. Right, so the £7 Seiko turned up. Here it is. And interestingly, it came with a new, not used, like Vostok Commander 2234 lane, just to protect it in transit. So, hey, look at that. I could definitely make some use of that. I'm just leaving it on there for the time being. Right, when it's only just stopped today. Right, but if you look, right, I don't know if it'll start working again. Oh, there he goes. No. Because it's been shaking around like so much in the post. It took about 2 or 3 days to stop working. Right, you know. Now, what's wrong with this, right, is it's missing the crown and missing the crystal. So, a few quid off of eBay. Not the same company I got my other one from. If you look, it's got like an ornate bezel, quite a high bezel. Now, all I've got to do is source a crown and stem, which are only a few quid, like, you know, for a second-hand one. That's for the right one for this particular thing. Alright, official Seiko case back. Alright, a bit worn, but you know, I thought that's quite unusual. So there you go. So this is going to be my 3rd working Seiko 7009. Oh, that's good, isn't it? I just bloody dropped the bloody thing. God. Good start, wasn't it? You know, don't send me your watches to fix up, because I'll just drop them all over the place, you know. No, I've got carpet down there, like, you know, and it did bounce off the cat's head, like, you know, that's what that meows, like. Only joking, don't want the RSPCA coming round now, do I? Right, so that is a work in progress. I don't really think there's anything more else to catch up with, like, you know. I mean, so I hope your Christmas dinner was good. Right, let's have a bit more of the beer, shall we? Right, cooking the dinner today, it's absolute perfection. Just like, you know, I worked it all out like a military operation. Right, you know, turkey was in there for an hour and a half, like, you know. Right, and leaving it an hour left to cook. Right, and then I put the taters in at hour and a half. Just chucked them in there, bosh. Then to set the time of half an hour, and then what's it like? When there was only half hour left, like, you know, I just chucked all the pigs in blankets and doing stuffing, figgy pudding, you know, and it turned out perfect, absolutely perfect, like, you know. So thank you, Muscle Food. Right, thank you, Shana, for coming down and participating. I'm very sorry to my uncle who couldn't come down here and participate because he's locked up bloody tier 4 bloody Watford. So, you know, it's a shame because, you know, it's been the first time I've entertained my uncle, you know, since I was a teenager sort of thing at Christmas. So, we have an EU deal. What do you think of that? Oh, you know, I think it's all a bit suspect. I kept saying to people, you watch on Christmas Eve, Bob was going, hey, I got such an amazing deal. Well, you know, the fishermen are going saying, oh yeah, it's a load of bollocks. But what they are forgetting is the fact is that, you know, okay, so the French can fish in British waters. We can fish in French waters. Right, you know, there's a whole lot more of the French coastline than there is the British coastline. Right, that means go all the way down to the Bay of Biscay, you know, I mean, we can fish off Portugal, we can fish off Spain, or Germany, or anything like that, Norway. Right, you know, and they're going, oh, but you can't let the French fish in our waters. What do they want? Well, Germany, and this is what it's all been about all the way since, like, the Tories done this, like, you know, it's like, give us everything, but we give you nothing. And that's what that attitude's been all the way, and that's why we've not got a decent trade deal. It's because we don't want to, like, you know, actually trade. We don't want to negotiate. We don't want to compromise. We don't want to offer a deal. We just want everything and give them nothing. So, you know.
A few moments later.
So, last look at my first jump hour watch. So Shana came up with a good idea to, like, cover that up, is to get some gold glittery, what's she call it, nail varnish. See if that would just patch it for the time being. You can see there's the wheel. You know, it's just worn it away. Let's get that phone. This bloody phone. So, new year, getting a new phone. So, don't like that chocolate brown strap. I mean, if it is the original, I probably will keep it, but, you know, to be honest, I don't like it. Anyway, have a happy new year. Like, you know, COVID will be gone 2021, like you see, like, you know, and then everybody's just going to get vaccinated and we're all going to lose our heads. We're going to have a new summer of sin. That's what they all reckon, is that, you know, that all us people are so hard up and fed up and desperate for a shag or something that we're all going to swarm out of our COVID bunkers, like, you know, and say, oh, I'm going to shag everybody today, like, you know. Of course not. This is Britain. We don't do that sort of thing. Even when it was like the 1960s, we didn't do that sort of thing. You know, they're out their heads on bloody drugs and stuff. I mean, people more likely to, like, you know, what's it, rob a bank then, like, what's it, just like randomly shag people, like, you know. Well, it's a shame. Have a good new year and see you in the next one. Toodle Pipski.